Do you remember the 25th night of December?
Do you remember?
Oh my god, it doesn't let me skip through like the flash sequence here. Now we can skip ahead. That's a byproduct of me ending right after we got the ending last time. Because normally, like, it kicks you out to the flowchart. And if you back out from here, then it starts you over at the beginning. But I've always just selected another timeline, so that hasn't been an issue until now. Okay. So, need to consult my plan here. So let's see, we just got Alice's ending. So, okay, yeah, we're just going back up to the AB game after going through the cyan door.
Hey, it's almost time.
Hey, it's almost time. You're gonna pick Betray this time, right? Oh, okay, Fi. Anyways, welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Just realized I didn't actually say that.
I don't understand, Red. What are you doing here? Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Kind of, but also no.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do that. Just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. I mean, we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
Guess you could say I just know.
Are you making fun of me?
Maybe.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright. Well, it was the right choice, because it took us down the right branch on the graph.
Looks like you all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! Amberdex game! Round one! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh, shit!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey, Alice. The hell? Sigma, why are you...
What?
Oh, okay, sorry. We have knowledge this time. You chose Betray last time. So I chose Betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
But no, that can't. What's going on?
Time paradox.
When fine, I chose Ally. Alice picked Betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose Betray, and her vote changed to Ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. Alice had somehow known that I had chosen betray and chosen ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect.
There's one problem here. You're not following causality or cause and effect. You're following Schrodinger's cat, which is neither dead nor alive, allied nor betrayed until observed.
Yep. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There's no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her own decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past cause Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what had happened, just happened in the AB game, wasn't like that. Let's go back to that innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. Once again, I go back in time to try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? To me. I made my mistakes. Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here. Since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future, how could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? Nope. That was weird. It wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. The hell was going on? No, wait. Wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. There's absolutely positively no way to travel through time. But that was true.
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
Oh, sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. What in God's name is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Yes, Mickey. She threw off one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say.
So I believe, like, the content that we just experienced doesn't happen unless you have already done the other route. So it can be slightly different. Either that or, see, I don't know, because when I first played through this, like, I just went this way. And I don't feel like they would put that in there if you hadn't done the other path. Like, it wouldn't have made sense. I don't know. Maybe I need to go and, like, boot up a fresh file and just do that again. Not right now, of course, but at some point just to see. Because I feel like some of the information that the game gives you does depend on doing other timelines first. Usually it's just like minor things, but this time it was a little bit more substantial.
We had no idea you would.
No way I choose betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What?
Pretty sure this is the same, but
What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not. No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's got to be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure this is all the same, but why Dio sounded so awkward.
Zero, when does the next round start?
Yeah, one thing I definitely remember is, like, and it happened in some of the other endings where, like, if you betray Alice, or, you know, just after the first AB game, she gets, you know, really indignant about it. And so, that was pretty much my first introduction to her character. And
Yeah.
fortunately, you know, once you actually get to know her more and go through her ending, like, it's not as bad, but at least initially, you know, first impression, not so great.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
There we go. We're finally at that point. And then different people. Well, actually, yeah, it should be. No, I guess we had that line of dialogue before because it didn't stop for it this time. All right, I feel like we should be able to skip through like all of the dialogue here because I think this is all going to be the same as the green. Sorry,
What are you
blue
doing
door.
here?
Oh, never mind. Right, this is different because we were Brutus.
Obviously.
Come on.
It's
now,
funny
you have to
because
get your
this
panties
conversation
in a bunch.
basically happens in reverse.
That's easy for you to say, Dio.
Yeah.
You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less? I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Yeah, oh, well, and then add to the fact that, like, you know, she got mad at me for betraying her. She's like, okay. But then,
Like
you know,
what?
she pulls this conversation
Let's see.
afterwards.
I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
And it's just like, okay.
I want to eat tons of delicious food.
And the rest of this all plays out pretty much the same. Dio's backstory is bullshit. I think this will probably be pretty much the same too.
Oh, Sigma.
Blah blah blah. Radical 6. Blah blah blah. We found a bomb. Oh no! It blew up. We've actually seen that now. Clarification. For an admittedly short amount of time. Blah, blah, blah. Discussing the bombs. Oh no, we're out of time. Time to go to the chromatic doors.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Well, what are our options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
Option A. The one that we're actually choosing. Luna and Sigma with Clover. Temioji and Dio with Alice. Kay and Quark with Phi, right? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Phi.
Three minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay. How do we want to do this?
Well, you decided the first time, right?
Okay, so why aren't you playing the, people with the least BP should decide card this time?
Then can I decide this time?
Oh, okay, never mind. She is playing that card, sort of.
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door.
Tough luck.
And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
Thought about it for a moment. I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Phi. As for how I felt about that, it's too soon for the canon ending. That's how I feel about it. No, that's not okay.
Why not?
Because.
Oh no, this is bad. Which door do you want then? The only other choices are A and C.
Thought about it again. If I went with A, Luna and I would be paired up with Clover and we go through the green door. On the other hand, if we choose C, then we'd be going through the blue door with Alice. Which one did I want? Oh, wait. Hold up. This is the options. Okay, it shouldn't let me pick blue in this case. Do we try it?
I mean, if you want the dialogue, otherwise just pick the door you want to go down.
Okay. I'll just go. It's not that important. Take Clover and go through the green door.
What gives you the power to just decide that?
I'm the protagonist.
That's fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
That'll have to wait. Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh. Now I'm curious.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any other objections? Okay, that's it then. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
Tenmyoji, Dio, and Alice headed toward the red door, while Kay, Quark, and Phi made their way toward the blue one. The gaping maw of the green door bounced in front of me as Clover, Luna, and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Huh? Is this a dead end? All 3 doors seem to be locked. There's some kind of device over here. I wonder what it is. It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Clover, try pulling that lever.
Why do I have to do it?
Might be dangerous. I was hoping you could just wrap your hands around it and give it a good jerk. It's kind of big, but I'm sure you can handle it. Just be gentle.
This doesn't
Sigma, we talked about this.
Behavior. You're kind of grossing me out.
Luna's right there.
You probably still think of yourself as just a girl, but you have to become a woman
You're not making it any better. Why don't you do
And
it?
then he dies.
If you can't take it, then maybe Luna can. Have you done this before? You just start at the base and work your way up, and then give it a good tug once you get to the top.
What's wrong with you? If you're so desperate to give that lever a good time, why don't you do it yourself? Just leave me and Luna out of your sick fantasies, you creep.
Oh, God damn it, Clover.
Fine, but I won't like it.
Oh, one of the doors opened. Yeah, just the one on the left. We might as well go through it.
Yep. Maybe we should try flipping it one more time, though. I think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover. Just up and down once.
Ugh, you are disgusting.
Okay, Sigma dropped significantly on my favorite characters list right there.
Oh, I should get my notes ready. Let's see. Where are my notes? I don't see archives on here. Yeah, it would be on the first page because did it pretty early on.
So this is the archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
Maybe we can find some clues here.
I agree.
Alright, let's split up and have a look around. L and Z. Seek a way out. Okay. That looks out of place. Blue book. It's a lion.
Go up. Why would I want to go to up? That movie's really sad. Go up and lie into the sun.
Yep. They're just picking up all the things. I don't see anything else to pick up.
I mean, I see one thing, but it's out of reach.
Okay, slight problem. We are one die short. To the sun, and lion. Go up the stairway. Now look, there's like this, you know, numbering system on the back. Hey, there's something written on the back cover of this book. And lion, D0703. This one too. To the sun, C0518. B0630. Nope. Go up A502. So let's go and look at this. It says management number. Okay, so this is your clue for where the books are supposed to go. So go up is supposed to go in A52. So that would be the far left one. And it starts, so it's not this one. It starts here. And then rest I'll just go off with my notes for. So we need the stairway.
The stairway to heaven?
Yep.
Just completely antied my joke. I'm so sad.
Let me make sure I have the right one here. And then to the to the sun goes in C and lion. Where? Oh, it's down there. Oh, is that? It sunk? Guess it was one of those trick bookshelves where if you put the right thing in the right place, it does stuff. Just hike it up, I think it should be. I lost a contact. So if you put them in the order from left to right, it says go up the stairway to the sun and lion. So, there they are. The sun and lion. Memory card. Is it like double-sided? That's kind of weird. Alright, here we go. It's time for the dice puzzle. I don't think we actually have the information on the solution to that yet. So, oh, we can do the this part. Wait, what do I need? Oh, wait, sorry. I got the. Huh? Am I getting things backwards? Now you have to use those together. Oh, wait, I think I need to get the, I think I need to get the thing out of the music box first. Oh, cool. We need a screwdriver. Never mind. I'll just double check to make sure there's nothing in the file. Yeah, that's not. That's from the previous one. Let me check this drawer, maybe. That would do it. And now we can combine that with the ink and roll it over the paper. And now we've got the thing. Yippee! Yippee! Although that is only part of the puzzle. It shows us the numbers on the dice that we need, but not the colors. Oh. Hey, look. I found the green dye. Yeah, that is totally a dye. It makes me want to die. Okay, so you can, this is another one of those scale puzzles where you can use, you know, the scales to figure out how much things weigh. So,
Yeah,
for example, blue weighs more than green. Although, with this one, there's a little bit more involved because you actually have to figure out how much they weigh. So, like, the red one is 50. And then, for example, if you take the red one plus the 50, it's the same as the green one. And then if you do
the green one and the 50, it's equal to the blue.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the red one also works because it's the same. So, end up figuring out that the blue one's 150, the green one is 100, and the red is 50. So, using that, if you look at this equation on the box here, it's saying blue plus green times red.
There's no parentheses.
Yep. It's that one puzzle that the internet, you know, can never get right.
Is it 150 plus 50? What do you mean, 150?
It is 150 plus 5. Do they do it? Let's see.
Well, I know it's 50 times 100, so it's 5,000 plus 100.
Yes. Yeah. 5,150. Well, and then the other thing that's kind of tricky about it is that you'll notice it was a 5-digit tumbler, so you have to put a leading 0.
Yeah.
5 significant figures.
Yay! 5 sig figs.
Book with a bookmark. I think this is Latin. Oh, that goes in the archive, doesn't it? Sure does. And that's where you get the colors from. So that's everything that you need to solve the dice puzzle. Yippee! Yippee! Okay. I don't have any notes about the gold file on this one.
You probably tripped across it on accident then.
Wait, what is it? Oh, there we go. Nope, no. There we go. Don't do that. Don't be bad. Fuck. I hate this stupid thing. I do this like every time.
Are you accidentally backing out or
puzzle? Yes.
Oof.
Okay. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna like deselect the thing, right? But like, it's just one button. You know, pressing B once backs you out of the puzzle, and there's no like, do you want to quit? Very unforgiving. Yeah, I need to get it on a different rotation. There we go. I need a 4. Am I in the loop with 4? No. I'm gonna need to like roll it in there with a 4. I might have like boxed myself in there kind of awkwardly. Wait, what? That wasn't right. Oh. So I never mind. I was overachieving. One of them is the colors, one of them is the numbers.
Oh, so you did both?
No, it didn't let me do both. If you notice, the last one was supposed to be a 3 at the bottom.
Oh.
And it accepted the 4 because the color was the file password. And the numbers are for the normal safe password. Which is interesting. I just need to, there we go. I feel like the numbers probably has like a much easier solution. If you just pick a specific one, you know? Don't be like me. Don't do what I'm doing. I need a 4. There we go. I need to get it on a different loop. There we go. Get the 1. No, did it? Does it? Oh my god, it doesn't let me. Oh, that's so annoying. On the very last one, you know, I could solve this problem by just putting the colors in the wrong place. So it doesn't do that one. That would be, you know, a sensible thing to do. I'm not sensible.
Don't you hate when you have to go out of your way to do something wrong so that you can?
Yeah. just a bit.
You're overachieving.
I know. I need to get. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Go back. Wait, does it? Oh, did I get this back? No. Wait, 5, 6, 4, 2, 1, 3. That should be right. Unless it actually does care about the colors and it lied. Oh, you know what? 1 second. Orientation might matter. Let me double check it. Because not all of the symbols are. Yeah. So like the 2 and the 3. I think the 2 is correct. I think the 3 just needs to be. No. Does the color actually matter?
No.
It shouldn't, right?
No, from what I saw, no. You have to match the. Instead of matching the color shown on the bookmark, rather than numbers shown on the note.
Well, yeah, that's the file, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the archives page and see if it has a note on what the book item. So access containing the bookmark and the memory card, and certain the cards to move the dice in first position. The dice positions paper, and the bookmark shows where place the dice and which numbers go where. It is color dependent.
Oh, okay. So you do need both?
Yes. Because in the... Yeah, you had to put the correct die in the right places. There are 2 of each color. Yeah.
Okay, so wait. So is one of them just color and the other one is color and number? That doesn't...
Yes.
Huh. Well, and the harder one is for the normal safe
Yeah.
password. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I think when I did it the first time, I just did them both together. And do you know if it gives you both passwords if you do them in like one go?
It doesn't tell me, but I'm gonna guess no, because it usually doesn't.
Probably only gives you like one at a time, and you just have to do it again the other way. I'm guessing it probably, like, if you did both, it would default to giving you the safe password and not the file. Completed.
I want you to move each die into the outline slots on the board so that colors match the ones represented on the bookmark and the numbers match the ones represented on the report file. The orientation of the die must also match the orientation of the report file.
So that is also a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Which probably explains why I had the orientations marked on my notes too.
Yeah, the blue safe password is on you filing on accident, most likely. But you can't get them at the same time. Okay.
I feel like that might be a little obtuse, especially if you combine both of the things and then don't think to just try one or the other on its own. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. This was probably one of the files that I missed on my first playthrough, just because I combined both pieces of information. It's like, okay. And clearly, there's nothing else I can do with this.
Is this another warehouse? It looks like it.
Just like the one on floor A.
There's graffiti on the wall here, too. It's something different, though.
Memento mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to ninth, but why?
Yeah, that is weird.
What does it mean?
Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death or don't forget your mortality. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just what it says on the tin.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
Yeah.
But what on earth does that mean?
I don't know. What on the moon does that mean?
It just seems like gibberish.
Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me.
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor? Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
Yeah, there's a big 9 on the other door. Guess that means this door isn't important.
Are you certain it's a
Sigma?
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
I think he's being sarcastic.
No, I think he's being serious.
Of course it isn't.
But he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then?
From the other side, maybe?
The other side?
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white. Do you think they could be chromatic doors? There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. See, they've got those little boxes. These must be the next set of chromatic doors we're supposed to go through.
But they're all the same color. Well,
Nobody said the chromatic doors had to be different colors.
for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Although that wouldn't have worked with the pair combinations on the previous sets, but this time shall be different.
This time will be on fire.
It's not different at all. Is it, Steve?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? How the hell did that happen? We know.
Someone among
It's
the other keys
Dio.
must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Dio?
We can ask them when we get there.
Konoha Dio.
It's because it wasn't in the safe in the room that he explored. And let's be real, that wouldn't have stopped him anyways because, you know, he's just like that.
And a traitor, but we don't know that in this timeline necessarily.
We don't know it yet.
Did anyone find the bombs from last time, or is it just sort
Not
of... Okay. Oh, right, because it's after the AB game. Okay.
Actually, wait a minute. No, they found the number 3 bomb already.
Ah, okay.
That happens after you go through the discussion sections. Previously. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
I haven't done anything.
Dio Parathal, he didn't need to wait.
It was Dio.
You problem?
Yes. More than one, actually.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
You kidding me? Didn't talk about it because you thought it was common sense.
This is right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
Oh yeah, one thing that I probably should point out that kind of slipped my mind last time. We didn't find the body of the old woman before the first round of AB voting in this timeline.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that too. He says knowing why you bring that up.
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
You know what time it is. Kill me! Kill me!
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change
Now,
at any moment.
now.
You should go.
Unalive yourself. Alive me. We have the key
No
sensors
cap.
for TikTok later. This way, when you make a TikTok account, and you know, you let it all go through, you can say unalive me, and won't hit your set sensors.
Man, the whole world is hella Ohio now. Am I doing it right?
Quark.
I have no clue. I haven't been with it since I was. Actually, before I was a kid, I've never been with it.
Let's see if it'll actually let me skip this. Yay! This is all the same. And since we've already seen... Oh, okay, never mind. Here's our one thing. The archives. No, there's just piles of books and papers. I think you're remotely like medicine. Okay, so we're talking about the Excelivir.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
Not in this
I'm terribly
timeline.
sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh, God. He's going to... Oh, God, no.
Well, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir, nothing.
Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. Oh, okay, here we go. I have to get out of this body! Alice, takes the scalpel, runs off. Oh no, where did she go? Damn. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Okay. Things are gonna go a little differently this time. It's not letting me skip. Oh boy. Looking at opening and closing doors. And the map. It's my favorite thing. So this is the pantry, huh? Shit, I need to hurry. Decided to try the garden, where Quark and Kay gone after passing through their door.
It's sad. There's nothing else on Steam I want to buy. I want to get the Castlevania collection. I got a $20 card for free from, the fact that I buy so goddamn much gas.
First thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. Well, the air outside had been dry and harsh, and here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Kay said, plants and stuff everywhere. Damn, she's not here either. This is bad. We've been searching for Alice for a while, and I'd found nothing. I hoped that nothing had happened to her, but... Searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. This is pointless. Should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Doesn't look like anybody's here. Should have a look in the rooms. Alice! No. Why did this happen? Sigma, you should know why this happened. Just remember. Her bracelet's off.
Anyone would have grabbed the bracelet, I think. I don't know. I'll be right back.
She wasn't breathing either. No.
We're all going to die.
I'd rather die here.
No. Something in my brain snapped. Yeah. Last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Oh no! We were so shocked by her death. So this one's kind of weird. So we just ran into a lock. So like lock 6, I believe it's called. Where did Alice go? But hey, guess what? We figured out where Alice went. So what if we, found her sooner this time? No one here, huh? Damn. Then suddenly, the world shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I began to adjust, it was gone. As if nothing had happened. What was that? It's the same sensation I'd felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. Where could she be? What about the crew quarters? Yeah, that has to be it. Set off at a dead run. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. Swallowed, threw open the door. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly. One of her hands held the scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. Just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No, I need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. Grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! The grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. Apparently caught myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. Clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. So focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. Didn't know why, but it seemed like she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
If I had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No!
Nope.
What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical. It's a special antiviral treatment.
Nope. Yeah, it's not letting me skip now.
Whether or not there's any around here, though. No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded,
10 minutes remain. Please enter your vote. Please.
Any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave them behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover?
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone! She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark. I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh?
It's just part of that Sigma male grind set. You wouldn't understand.
What a lucky man you are. You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
You're saying I'm gonna choose betray.
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. Ignore the fact that I am about to do just that. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Yes. Back me up here, Luna.
Actually, I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Actually, I can lie to myself. Watch me. Shut up. What?
If I might make a suggestion,
it's not for the reason he's
what if
thinking
Sigma
about.
and
You just
Luna
want to see the bad
both
end.
remained here?
What?
You just want to see the bad end.
you know it.
Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
But Kay, not voting is not a option.
Why not?
Here, take a look at this. The game's about to do it.
Huh? What's this?
Oh, but we get to hear Dio read it this time, I think.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
We found it when we went to the archives.
Nothing in the garden either.
Guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. Just read it for you. Here. Oh man. Say not voting is not an option. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji is going to have to vote then, and they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose betray. You do know our BP's at 1, right?
Yeah, and I know that you're not above killing people to get what you want, so...
What do you think would happen to her if I
He's
did
not
that?
below it either.
Anyone whose VP drops to 0 gets penalized.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room, too.
Although he hasn't killed the old woman in this timeline, that we know of.
I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was
Or he
safe.
killed her in a different way.
But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all three of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her.
Also, you know, the ambidex rooms, the AB rooms, chromatic doors, the CDs, the AB CDs.
What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
Forget about it.
5 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah, something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Something happened between Fi and Kay while they were out exploring.
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I?
Oh my god, this is like... This whole exchange is really interesting knowing the context.
I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
Okay, I can surmise what happened.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Come on, we need to hurry.
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. Gave one last quick nod to Fi and Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. Everybody ready? Going to open my AP gate. Though I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Two more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms.
Minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Prepare to be disappointed. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nightmare games didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
Sigma. What? What the hell is this? For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment, I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand. It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. Went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There's some milk and I spilled it. Sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah.
But...
Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong. And my head was spinning.
Sigma...
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. Took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Was I kidding? There's no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6.
His hand slips. He doesn't hit any button. All of them don't vote, and they all get killed. That's the actual bad end.
It'd be funny if there were, you know,
it would be funny
like that.
Possible.
Round 2.
Like you go to pick betray and oops, I missed it.
Completed. Results will be displayed in the
Like you try to betray, but then you slip, and then you end up not voting, and it defaults to ally.
Ambidex gates.
Well, no, if no one votes, then you all die.
True. That would also be a funny ending, though.
Literally everyone forgets to vote in the same game. Somehow everyone dies. Zero's like, no, I'm adding 5 minutes to the timer. Hit the damn buttons.
Then I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
Why?
My hand slipped. I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid. What was it? Some kind of Sigma. I mean, it's not wrong. Phrasing. Blood? No, it couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Huh? Don't you want to see the results?
Why? I already know what they're going to be.
Her usually warm personality seemed to have gone cold. Whether it was because I'd chosen to betray or because she noticed something that was wrong with my body, I couldn't say.
Excuse me.
With that, she was gone. I turned back to the projection. Heavy steps, I headed toward Kei, Dio, and Tenmyoji.
Results from round 2. Please direct your attention.
Getting the abridged version. Results from round 2. Please direct your attention. We done goofed. We messed up.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Points have been assigned or
We
subtracted
ruined the perfect
accordingly.
ally round.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell?
Sigma has 9 BP?
See? I told you! The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
What the hell are you doing? Clover isn't even voting.
I have misjudged you. I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betray of my own volition. But had I really? I really pressed that button of my own free will. The more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button. No, don't pin this on me. Perhaps it had been fear. I was scared by the white fluid that had appeared on my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point. I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequences. If I got out, then the nightmare would be over. That's all it was, right? A nightmare. Couldn't be real. White blood was insane. Impossible. That was when I looked up and I saw the others staring at my hand. Shit. Quickly put my hand behind my back, but it was already too late. They moved toward me like wolves closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Not human?
No, what are you saying? Of course I'm human. I'm 100% human.
Then explain that white stuff.
I swear to God, I have no idea what it is. You have to believe me.
I'm afraid you're not being very convincing.
Oh, you're one to talk. We can't even see you. You could be a robot. Maybe that's not even a suit. That's just you. Robot you.
No, that seems extremely unlikely. However bad my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity. I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
I'll probably just program you to think that.
Alright, it's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged. We should take him down.
I agree.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash. I didn't have a choice. I spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No, I don't think so!
Shit, let go. Let go of me. There's no match for all 3 of them. Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor, pinned. Desperation was only getting stronger, however, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. God damn it, you have to let me go. This is all some kind of mistake. A misunderstanding. It's a conspiracy.
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white? You're a funny guy.
Stop trying to get away. It's over.
Shit. Get off me. Let me go.
If you won't calm down, then you leave me no choice. I'd hoped we could avoid this. Try not to struggle too much.
Oh, don't.
Greetings.
Hi.
I figured I'd show up. I really have nothing good right now.
Like, what are you doing here?
Look, Gull said we're past most of the bad shit.
Yeah. First thing I
So-
felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. Kay must have suffocated me. My head felt like it had been stuffed with cotton. I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long had I been out? My foot bumped into something and I looked down to see the injection gun. Glass vial labeled Soperol was still attached to it. The anesthetic. After choking me, they made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time. Where is everyone? Glanced around the room. It was empty except for me. The moment to realize that what was especially odd about that. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. Two other very important things were also gone. My bracelet and my left hand. For a long moment I just stared, dumbstruck. What I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. There it was, a smooth cross-section of my arm where a hand should have been. Thick white liquid dripped slowly from the stump. What is this? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah! Scream chewed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. Then after that, nothing. You came at a fun time.
I picked a weird time.
Just a little bit of body horror. Just a wee bit.
Maybe I shouldn't have come back. I don't know.
It's really not as bad as it might seem.
What did I miss?
Was the white liquid a censoring thing, or is he a robot? Like, what?
It's spoilers to explain it.
Yeah, I can't really explain it yet. It's not like a censorship thing though. It's there is a reason for it.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to look this up. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe this game's not for me. Whatever. I just thought I'd jump on, like, see how it'd be like. I don't know.
To be honest, it's really not like this most of the time, but
I don't know. I popped it in the middle. First time I popped in one of your streams for the first time, for the first game, I happened to pop in to watch in the middle of the axe.
Yeah,
ending.
Is that the axe ending? Yeah. See, like that's like probably the worst moment in that game.
What are you going to do?
We've already had.
I'm not gonna make poor life choices this time. We're gonna pick the right option. Huh?
Possibly. Oh.
You're asking how many more streams this is gonna be?
Yeah, roughly.
At least 2, maybe 3. Probably 3.
So, next week. So 2 weeks. 2 more weeks.
Yeah. I can't imagine it would go longer than, like, definitely no longer than 4. I feel like that would be.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna head off. Actually, I thought I.
This is the least worst part to jump in.
Least worst part.
Very little death going forward.
Luna and I
Luna
and I stepped out of the AB room. See, they're just filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely. I don't think we'll get to, like, the next point where there's a lot of deaths until next stream. I think.
Yeah, fair, but I just thought I'd say hi anyway.
Hi.
Yeah, okay.
Bye. Have a nice evening.
Hi guys. Bye stream. I'll be here for whatever his next game is, most likely. Unless it's straight up horror, then no. So anyway, bye.
To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. Chaotic as my thoughts were, they were all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. Glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What in the hell is this? Couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clump together, you never get anything that looked like that. I've never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I had seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time I bled red, like any other human being. So how is it that this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. It's not like I have to be there for the results to happen.
Zero won't play it loud enough for you to hear if you're back there.
Results
You need to take
from
3 steps
round
forward.
2. Please direct your attention.
Perfect round. Woo!
Points have been assigned. Please check your bracelet.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally. You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose Ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you all right?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great?
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of the doors shutting echoed throughout the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out toward him. Stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well, on our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark.
Why are we doing this? Do we really need this? It's the Floor B warehouse.
Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you two do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Sigma, you know what it is. Usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. So you're not that dumb. Good. Okay, fine. Managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
I'm just gonna try to make another pass at her. No big deal.
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Tenmyoji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all 3 had disappeared. So, I check. Oh, we have like so much more to go in this one. What was it you wanted to talk about? Almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. Did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
Strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. You ready to go to the bee garden? The garden? The garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. Came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green.
I mean, there are green doors. Those are green. Oh, that's not what you meant. Sorry.
I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box. Yes.
Really? She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time, and it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tatal and Maetal get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world, or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Til and Nittil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Til.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2, in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we split up to go look for Alice. First place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice.
Oh shit, she's onto us.
So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. Couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden. And it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes, I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human, and ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. Didn't sound like a real possibility, it sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still. My hand was oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
What's the matter, scared? Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy. Andross's enemy is my enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
Rule 1. Robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. Robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. Robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal, though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right, but I believe in them. In you, however you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests. Yes.
Tests? How?
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Oh, yeah, that thing in the infirmary. Heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Fi?
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
Welcome.
How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
Look at this bomb. Shit. This is...
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
Says a 1.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. There's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
I have even better news. They're 0 indexed. Means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys?
Nope.
I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course, you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji. Kay and Dio. And of course, Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. Never think to look at them, as they'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright, everybody, listen up. Told them how we found the #1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we've found so far, there's probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should... Well, you see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room.
There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate.
Yeah, we're still in that one.
Clear?
Novel section.
Good. Now who's going to be first?
Pick Dio, pick Dio.
Huh?
Wait. You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. That person is you, Dio.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. Why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you are innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrmo... what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
No, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. There's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
We didn't say anything about...
Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. What about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
No, Clover, he's still right here.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no. I leapt toward him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please, calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us, except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off.
No.
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji!
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
Not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed. He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit, not good.
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What? What's happening? There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. Didn't have the time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, if that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
Emergency deactivation passwords.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy.
Which one haven't we seen yet? It's like number 3. No.
The password
Number
for
2.
bomb number 2 is
2. See? I figured it out like just in the nick of time.
EQD DYR NTK.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake.
It's in the lab.
Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
Well, no reason to keep him alive now.
Well, I mean, yes.
What? I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No, wait. Threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand that I grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the soparil.
No. If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing, Luna? Go! Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up. Right. Here goes.
they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. Small, unassuming capsule. Didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. Stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
You put in those passwords to stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, one thing to do then.
And that is?
Split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. Dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see the despair on every face.
Alright. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
I turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. Gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, and then hurried after her.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, is there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. It doesn't make any sense. That's why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
Let's just say that would be wrong on multiple levels. Oh, I see. Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page.
God damn it, Sigma.
Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, alright? Check the time on my bracelet as I head out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. Spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Luna, you're still here?
Yes, the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. This isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? Trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
She turned and headed toward the exit. Wait. Couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body.
That sounds dirty.
Only if you make it. Lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
Sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well, it says you're not a robot. You're human.
I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
What?
You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. Replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? It was Nintendo, wasn't it?
No.
Wait. Okay, let's say you're right and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
Okay, but you could explain this. What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's, classified.
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time? Pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. We've only got a minute left?
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? It's about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF BML016. With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Hooray! An ending that didn't, have a whole bunch of unvoiced exposition in it. So that was Sigma's ending, where you briefly think that he might be a robot and then find out that he's not a robot.
He is technically a cyborg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, do you remember the ending you couldn't get before? You can get it now.
You think I didn't know that? You think that's not what we're doing immediately after the credits are over? O ye of little faith. I told you I had a plan. Like I have this whole playthrough plan.
Yeah, I'm saying for the people at
okay.
home. I didn't know if you knew or not.
I did
or
know.
Remembered, but I figured you would remember it soon.
Literally in my notes, right after Sigma ending, I have Quark ending. Like we're just doing another ending after this. 2 endings for the price of 1.
2 endings for the price of 1.
We finally, caught up with the the one ending or the one stream where we didn't have an ending by having 2. And the only reason that we might not end with like 1 ending per stream is just because the true ending it takes longer. Like we should be able to get through Quark's ending. That'll probably take us to the end of this stream. And then I feel like we'll probably just barely be able to squeeze in the penultimate ending in the next stream. Because we are going to have to do 2 rooms and, a fair amount of the dialogue between. I mean, that is a route that we have been through some of the other times before, so we will be able to skip some of the stuff, but
a little bit, yeah.
It is just going to be longer because it's one of the other endings with a white door in it. So there's actually 3 rounds of the AB game instead of just 2.
Does that mean you have 2 bad endings to get?
Yeah, I think so. There he is. It's Sigma. Okay, so yeah. By the way, because I haven't really had the opportunity to show this, so the locks when you first encounter them will show up as like black with a closed book on the flowchart here. Once you get the key to unlock them, they turn green and the book is open. So if you remember, 5 minutes of life. That's what was barring us from completing Quark's ending last time. So now we have a way that we could potentially save ourselves from dying.
Sigma's BP is
Negative.
It was the result I had expected. First would be soap roll.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Hey, Sigma, get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. Damn it. You'll keep your promise. God damn it. So let's see. This is the one where he blackmails us to keeping the Excalibur secret, and then of course, you know, betrays us and tries to kill us anyways. Somehow, I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
Yeah, well, you're about to leave, so, like, I feel like you're forfeiting that right.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excalibur in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now, you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. Gathered as much of my mind as I could, and I got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I've been expecting.
Here.
I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excalibur. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right, of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay?
Sigma! Sigma!
Guess this is it.
First is the soap reel, which put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubo-curarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the soap roll was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. But 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Give a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I'm glad that we're reading a self-help book in our last 5 minutes of life. I just had to think. Think. There's a way out. I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What the hell is that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remembered having, had been replaced. That flash of Luna I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. Called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why'd you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. You have to get outside and call for help.
But...
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one of us who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
You pull out a gun and shoot Dio in the chest. Here's my gat.
The number 9 door.
Okay, my brilliant plan has succeeded.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But... just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. Slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, I didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole!
Now we get to pull a Tenmyoji. That wasn't what I promised.
I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
He began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. Only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma, stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Alright. All according to Keikaku. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No, I'm going to live.
Senile old what?
Fuck.
No, the senile old part is what I was...
I'm sure that's not important.
The number
Sure,
9
yeah.
door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
I'd like to imagine Sigma just, like screaming and writhing in pain right now due to the fact that one of his arms just got cut off.
Escape is not possible.
I mean, he has full sensory motion in them.
Please enjoy your stay.
Answer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. Felt tired, so very, very tired. Felt my eyes flutter closed. And then, nothing. Okay, well, maybe he just, like, passed out before he could, you know, really get to suffer all that much. Which would definitely be for the best.
Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
So, you're finally awake. Rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
You guess.
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. After he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So, where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
Well, that's not the only thing. I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Said there was a stab wrapped in white gauze. Told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling that I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah, how's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark. Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better.
Ah, shit. We didn't tell them to replicate it first.
Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma.
They didn't even know that they needed to replicate it in the first place.
Exactly.
You saved my life.
Seemed they shared stories while I was
Neither
asleep.
did we.
Everyone knew now how I made a deal with Dio and about the journal we'd found, with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is.
About that.
That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Phi and I have already gone over it, but explain what I noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. Timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could just die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
Yes, we do.
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far, and when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate? Looked around and did a quick inventory. Poor woman, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young fertile male. Repopulation, huh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. The newspaper and the journal were right. The world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
God,
wait, this is Disney.
Sigma.
This is Disney World.
Oh, sorry, Sigma. You've been copyright struck into oblivion. You no longer exist.
even after the pandemic, you know, that's wiped out most of the population, and Disney's still going after people.
Yeah, Disney. That you forget one thing: Disney lawyers aren't humans; they're demons.
That's not true.
Secondly, the frozen head
might be
of
over, but we've still
Walt
got a
Disney
lot
is
of
current
unanswered
was
questions.
de-thawed after there was no one
Fact.
left.
We've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8?
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered. Huh?
No, she was murdered.
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
We didn't find a knife of any kind, or any kind of weapon in the AV room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure. Okay. Looked down at the body of the old woman. Vi was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. Just stood there. Even if she was dead, no. Especially because she was dead. It just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Vi suddenly stopped. She pulled something out of one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. A card?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh, looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard it before?
Nope. You?
Somebody here has. No. Anything on the back? Huh. There's something written here. It says Jumpy Doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a password of some sort.
What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
Looks handwritten. She must have put it on near herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
We were still looking the card over when I
Or
heard a
she wanted
commotion
to.
from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong?
Alice!
Oh no.
What are you planning to do with that?
Fine, I turned around and gasped.
Damn it.
I ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. She was not well. And this is the part where Sigma realized he fucked up. But that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air and then driving it down toward her heart. Wait, what? I'm confused. Is that how this one ends?
It may just be.
I could have sworn that there was more to this one. I was not expecting it to just like end that quickly. I mean, there wasn't much in the way of the novel sections. Oh, that's kind of crazy though. Huh. Well, if you played the first game, then yeah, you that name means a lot to you. Now we don't have to be cagey about who the old woman is.
Yeah, she's someone who has a jumpy doll.
I wonder who with the last name Kurashiki, you know, would have something referencing a jumpy doll. Yeah, you know what? It must be some other Akane Kurashiki. It can't be the same one.
Oh well, you see, therein's where you're wrong. Her first name isn't Akane; it's Bob.
Darn it! You know what? You got me.
Cousin Bob Kurashiki. He really likes dressing as a woman.
So anyways, we've got all of the, soft locks and the hard locks that we need for the penultimate ending now. Let's see. I guess I didn't have that on my graph. So for context here, I'm looking at I made this little like dependency chart of what endings or things that you need to get specific ones. And I think there should be a dependency between getting the Quark ending and the next one that we're getting, which there are 2 characters left, so 50-50 shot on guessing it. But I wonder if I was only including like the hard locks, because like the information that we got in this ending is like a soft one. If you know what the name and password are for, then you can just enter that whenever if you feel like it. So yeah, there you go. Yippee! Yippee! Look at how filled it in it is. So you can probably guess where we're going next. Yeah, it's over here.
To the true ending, and then we'll do that one on the right side later.
Okay, so we're going back to the magenta route where we allied in the first round, but instead of going through the blue door, we're going through the green door. So I guess we can actually, we'll probably squeeze in the first of the escape rooms here. Should have enough time for that. Is that the green door? Yep. Yay! I love it when I accidentally hit the thing because it popped up so quickly that I couldn't react to it.
Right.
I'm coming.
No, it's not my fault for mashing through the text. Why are you looking at me like that? They both took off for the door, and I followed behind it to run. Glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Phi, Dio, and Kay ducked into the red door. Just as Tenmyoji carried Quark through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0.
Oh, we get to do the Golem Bay.
Chromatic doors closing.
I have a feeling this is going to be like on the last page of my notes.
Did you say the? Did I hear you say doing the Golem?
Yes. It showed up in another ending.
We're gonna make a really bad video game.
Oh, okay. It took me a moment. Lord of the Rings. Okay, there's the Golem Bay in my notes. Oh, is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
What's this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. See, don't you love it when like somebody just pulls the lever and there isn't like a whole string of innuendo for multiple minutes?
It opened.
Huh.
That you have to
Doesn't make
mash
sense.
past to get past.
It's just the one on the right open. How do you open the other 2?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on.
What?
Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go soft. That would be terrible. I have the feeling that I have like basically no notes for the Golem Bay. Yeah, there's really not a lot here. It's really just like the 2 things for the file, the password, and I think I know which puzzle that relates to.
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
So we'll see how this goes.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
All right, let's get to it. Seek a way out. All right. Radio. The heck is this guy? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy. You would go there. And maybe it's a robot? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy robot.
I've seen those before. They're difficult to fight, as
Just
you
a
can
well-made
imagine.
mannequin. With this little chevron block. It's oil. I think that's all we need from there right now. There's the safe. No, we're getting all like Terminator. Does that mean it's on? Then again, it's not like I want it to Twitch. I want it to YouTube instead. Doesn't this button seem suspicious?
But then it ends up joining Kick. Ugh.
I love how I've heard exactly 0 things about that platform since, you know, they did that one big signing. What are you doing? No, that's the next one. Sorry, not the next one. The next game. I'll be more specific. Hey. Nothing happened, so there's nothing to get mad about, alright? try clicking on the drawers here. That one's locked. Oh, are they all locked? Well, that's unfortunate. Harold. Oh, look, there's something in the pocket. Chevron block. Meet chevron block. See? Bullseye. Looks like a list. Hey, look. That one ID that we got corresponds to 400 hertz. These are like pretty low frequencies for radio transmission. Probably be on like AM.
That probably is the point.
Rabumikanani Ostfisten Hokutbubba. Since I know what the solution to the puzzle is, I can't help but, like, see what it is. Just by looking at this. Chevron block. Have you met 2 chevron blocks?
The answer is chevron block, isn't it?
You are correct. It is chevron blocks. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. If only we had some lubrication.
If only we had some chevron blocks.
Look, we'll get back to that in a moment. Guess it worked. Bottle of detergent. Screwdriver. Silver key. I think the reason I don't have a lot of notes for this one is that it's a lot of like item management and stuff. We go around, combine things, you know. Find stuff.
Stove.
Stuff. Can we do anything with the middle one? We can. See, this is what I think initially confused me about this room. I remember it's like, oh, you try to put like the, you know, chevron combined star into the other thing, and it just doesn't let you. It's because, you know, it's not the right star-shaped thing. They could have, you know, gotten around this by making them different shapes.
I think that's the point, though.
That's perfect. Something's coming down from the ceiling.
It's spiders!
Oh my god. They look just like the thing on the table. Robots. Okay, let's... Oh. So what you're saying is, combine? Well. That's very unfortunate. We only have one battery. This appears to require 2. Now, we need a cloth. Which we do not currently possess. Harold, can you help us out? Where have we seen a loose power cable? I don't have notes on this. I think we need to move it. So it says press it 4 times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 3, 3, 2. Oh, that is not 3. How far did that move it?
It moved it over to 1250.
7. Nope. Okay, let me just see how much this moves it. So that's 1, 2, 3. So 3, 5, and 7. That's how much we have to move it by, right? So we want to end up modulus 2. One second. I need to figure out how much we're wrapping around by. I'm like actually trying to solve it with math instead of just moving around. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need something that's like 9 with a remainder of 2. So yeah, like 11 would work, but we only can move in 3, 5, and 7.
You need a remainder of
Wait,
2. 3, 5, and 7.
Oh, is that? Oh. You know, I just realized part of my notes is actually referring to this puzzle, but I thought it was part of a different section. One second, I'm correcting my notes. Although it doesn't look like I actually wrote down this solution, I think. But anywho, 11's not going to be possible, so let's try 20 as the next one. Okay, just let me cook. We're gonna be able to reach that with. Right, wait. Okay.
With
You want to feel dumb?
Yeah.
Like, 20. Oh, one of the buttons is 5. What if we just hit that 4 times? There we go. See, I wonder if the reason I didn't write down the solution to that is because I realized it's like, oh, this is like so obvious. I won't need to remember this for later. We got. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. It's telling us there's something on the back side of the thing that the robot's on. How do I tell the game I want to look at that? No, hold up. Can I? This is fabric. Do I have to get the fabric from somewhere else? This would work. Don't lie to me, game. You know it would.
Shoot, he's onto us.
I don't remember where you actually... Oh. Yay! I love not noticing things. Oh, that's for entering the final password. Never mind, I guess that wasn't really gating progress for us. Can I... Hold up. God damn it. Remember what I said about not noticing things? See, I feel like my point still stands though, right? Like, if we can use these boxers, then, you know, why couldn't we use the lab coats?
Because that's someone's nice lab coat equipment. We don't want to ruin it for them.
Okay, yeah, sure. Boxers soaked in detergent. Alright, let's clean it up. $120 volts. Sorry, delta 0 backwards 5L. Right, we don't thing. I need to press the button again. Let me try pressing this button again. I know there's like another puzzle somewhere. Yeah, like click on this panel or something. No, okay, that's not. Let me... Oh, there it is. All right. I don't have notes for this, so gonna figure it out. So we need 120 volts. Where's the exit point?
Maybe it's the entire right side of the screen.
I feel like it'd probably be in the middle. Although that does raise a good question. We need... I'm not going to be able to do it that way, unless... No, that still doesn't go where I want it to, though. Can you even reach that one? I mean, I guess you... Yeah. Probably go some other way. Trying to remember which ones I actually need to hit for this.
It not impossible, but not like.
Oh wait, hold up. It can start from like up there. That changes things. Maybe.
The entire left side of the screen, the entire right side of the screen. Okay.
So is it... So can you... I guess you can make multiple paths then, theoretically. That's going to be too much, though, the way it's currently connected. I'm trying to remember what the... You know what, I'm gonna do a little mathing right here. So what combination of these would get us to 120? So we got 40. That would be 40. So like 30, 10, 45, and 35 would work. 35, 45, 30, 10. I don't think there isn't a way you can use the 60 or the 100. Right?
Agreed. You could use the that also makes the 35 incapable of being used, though, I think.
No. So you've got 40, and then you can use 35 and 5 to make another 40.
No, the 35 in the top left.
Oh. Yeah.
That one's also out, because you can't get out of that without hitting the 60.
Yeah, so I guess the question is, how do we connect the 10 then? Because...
move the one down to the left of the 10, spin it left once, so that it's pointing up, and then pointing the one to the left of the 10 towards the 10.
Oh, 1 second. There we go. Actually, I want the 10 to go down. There we go. That's what I needed, was to like get that. Well, wait. I need to get it like coming out of here.
I don't think you can use the 10 and the 30 though.
I do need the 10 and the 30. I need like 10, 30, 5, 40, and 35 is what I need. One second. No, that doesn't work because I can't go through there. It has to go this way, I think. Unless I do need to use this 35. Does that even work though?
Yes. Because now you can point to... Yeah.
There we go. Oh wait, I need to go to the 40. Boom. Hey, what? Power distribution complete.
Luna's not very good at hiding things.
I'm gonna push it. Did it work? Yeah, look, their eyes. Creepy. All right, so I actually like the puzzle here. So if you remember, we got a poster with an eye on it, and there just so happens to be 6 circles on each side, each with 2 letters in it. That you know, correlates to something that we just discovered. So, your 2 passwords are based off of the light switch are on, which I believe is the normal password, which I'm just gonna like go through it. So it spells out like BEACONOFHOPE, beacon of hope. And then the other one is reminiscence. And of course we have our handy dandy tablet. Sense. So yeah, with this one, if you know what the passwords are, as soon as you get the tablet working, you can just do it.
Because you've already done the puzzle, the hard part of the puzzle.
Just need a password to open it, right? Not me, you know, remembering the forgetting the passwords that we just saw. That's a star, wasn't it? Wait, what? Did I? Oh my god, it was like...
Right thing, wrong spot for both.
Yep. Gosh darn it. Never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. Are you sure there's nothing left inside? It's just on the other side of the divider. It opened again. I wonder what's inside this time. Well, better than having nothing, at least. It says floor B. Moon cards. You're a solo. Here are some more rules for you. It's like some sort of plug or key. We haven't actually seen this thing before, but we can figure out from the fact that one of the previous endings, K's ending, it's the lock for his helmet, like his armor.
Makes sense. So he came through here, got that, and that's what he used to do everything. Didn't Sigma say he has Sigma's face, too?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yep. It sure is very strange. I wonder what the explanation for that could possibly be.
I mean, we already know about clones, so it could be anything. It could be his astral plane.
You had to go and spell it out, didn't you? Like it wasn't, you know, exceedingly obvious.
Yeah, it's almost like I made a basic deduction that a 2-year-old could make.
You found it. You made a basic deduction.
Now, Top Governor.
That's the end of the stream. As much as I would like to show off this next cutscene, it'll have to wait.
Because yeah, we're over 3 hours, and I need to get going. So yeah, we back on Thursday. So thank you very much for watching, and until then, bye bye.
Goodbye. Sorry for being a little